Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to Adam McCullough TV. I am Adam. We are back. This is United Daily Live and we're back again. And guess what, guys? These bloody journals have only got another name out of their asses to talk about when everybody's in lockdown. Yes, these journalists are getting bored right now. Bored than a summer transfer window that's gone on too long. These lot are getting very, very bored. So bored, in fact, that they're linking Manchester United to players that we only just missed out on 3 months ago. Players that Manchester United tried to sign in January. Yeah? It's 2nd of April now. We tried to sign this player in January and now we're being linked with him yet again. His name is Erling Haaland. He joined Borussia Dortmund in January transfer window. Now we know he has a release clause of £63 million. But this is journalists getting absolutely bored. The story of this, look, I jumped on News Now, I jump on Twitter, I jump on these places, and I try and look for news. I want some good news to talk about. I want to talk about something legit. But then I go on there and I see tweets and I see posts and I see articles about Manchester United fighting for a £63 million signing with Real Madrid. And I'm thinking, hey, who's this? Who's this they on about? Who could they be possibly on about? And then I take a little further of a dig. And it's fucking Erling Haaland. He only left last window. He's not going to leave in this summer. If it's any transfer, it's not going to be until 2021 at the very earliest. Yes, we know Mino Raiola tries to move his clients on. And he likes to move his clients on. But this is scraping the barrel. And the story of it, guys, pretty much was Manchester United and Real Madrid have not given up hope on signing Erling Haaland, and when he is up for sale next, whenever that shall be, they will be competing for his signature. That is it. There's a release clause there, so obviously he's going to be on the move. We know that. We know what Mino Raiola's like. We know that. But these journals are scraping the barrel at the moment. Surely they can think of something else to think up. Surely. Stupid guys. Anyway, we're talking about Erling Haaland because there is some sort of serious conversation to be had there. Because you think about it. Is Erling Haaland going to one day, let me grab my coffee, sign for Manchester United? Is it a signature that we should be after? Should we be looking to deal with Mino Raiola clients? Can we avoid it? Football's a game where many of the best players are going to be ending up going with some of the most lucrative agents, and he is one of those. So we may have to just like it and lump it. Are all agents one and the same? Or is Mino Raiola particularly bad that you wouldn't want to work with him at all again, even if it is for a class striker like Erling Haaland? Now, Erling Haaland has scored many goals already for Dortmund. He scored many goals for Salzburg. And he's going to score goals wherever he goes. He looks like that kind of player. But I can't see him coming to Manchester United this summer. That's not happening. He's not leaving Dortmund yet. And if it is the following summer, I can imagine, how far Greenwood going to be in his development. Where is Martial going to be in his development as the 9? Where's Rashford going to be? Are we going to have Erling Haaland's current teammate Jadon Sancho in our side? There's a lot of moving parts at the moment. Now, if something happens to Martial or Greenwood or Rashford and they don't, whatever reason, don't carry on how we expect them to, then I can see that space opening up. But could you really imagine us signing a striker in 18 months' time that will be demanding a first team spot when we could potentially have a front three, a front four in that position in their careers as well? Of course, you can always have depth, but quality and depth is all well and good. But then getting players that all expect to start is a different kind of thing. So you have to consider that as well. I have no doubt we'll be interested in him. Ollie's been interested in him for a long, long time. And I'm sure he'll be trying to sign him up again. But I can't see it happening in the next year or two. And he's a young lad, so I'm sure he's got a long career to go. I want your guys' suggestions as well. Any stories you want me to look at, any stories you want me to discuss, anything you want me to talk about, let me know in those comments below. Make sure you're getting involved down there. Remember, we've got loads more coming up on Adam McCullough TV as well. Today we have got the Premier League Gazette. The Premier League Gazette's on Mondays. I'm forgetting what day it is. Today we have got the Weekly United coming up later on in the day. So we'll have that coming for you very, very soon. I can see Robert in the comments, Luke in the comments, Red92, James L, Minnie's in the comments. If all the big clubs shun Raiola, we can get rid of that twat. The thing is, if one big club shuns him, another big club will sign his talent. Wait until he's like 23 or something, says Lone Wanderer, one of the regulars on this channel. 94 Hussein says we should never go near a Raiola client. He has been at Dortmund for 2 months. I'm not a fan of Haaland because he seems to score a lot of tap-ins and he is cocky, says Jacob. That's not always a bad thing, is it? P Savage says I was a bit gutted when I saw him holding the Dortmund shirt. The hype was so real. Codgerino's back at it again, questioning whether I've just gotten up. I have not. The ink's not dry on the contract yet, says Peter. And well done as always, Adam. I agree. Shit journalism, says James. We have to call that shit out here on Adam McCullough TV. Minnie's also in the comments as well. Shivesh is also in the comments. So thank you to everyone for joining us. Any news on what's happening with Demi Mitchell and Timbo? The last I heard of Demi Mitchell was he was out on loan in Scotland. And he got injured. He's 23 years old now. So his time at United's probably coming to an end in terms of his first team career. The injuries just haven't done him very well. He was doing all right out there at Hearts, and those injuries just proper fucked him, didn't they? As for Timbo Fosu-Mensah, Timothy Fosu-Mensah is obviously a fantastic talent. He's not been benefited by loan moves or injuries either. He's had bad injuries and loan moves that haven't quite gone to plan at Fulham and Crystal Palace. I thought he did well at times at Crystal Palace, but didn't quite settle down. And I think his problem is as well, Timbo, is such a good player. He's such a versatile footballer that he can play in a number of positions, and as such, you don't quite know what position he plays in. Is he a DM? Is he a centre half? Is he a right back? You don't quite know what he is. Now, he started off for me and he looked like he was going to be a man at DM. Then he was used more at centre half and right back. So we just need to see what position he's going to settle down in. But it's hard to get to that stage when you're injured and you have big serious injuries as well. Fingers crossed he can come back from it and he can keep battling. He seems to be like quite a confident, positive character, and that will help as well if he's like that behind closed doors. Because you need to be confident when you're coming back from these kind of injuries and positive, because you can get setbacks along the way, and it's difficult for him. I hope he has a good career though, whether that's at United or not. Andreas Pereira and Timbo were the two players from that generation of academy talent to come through, and I was thinking these guys are going to make it at Manchester United. Now it's not quite gone to plan for them, but fingers crossed they can still keep cracking away, have a good career, whether that's at United or not. Minnie says we need a CDM full stop, 2 tiers. So he's speaking to 2 tiers in the comments. Bailey says I've always wanted Mauro Icardi at United. I think it fit Ollie's current counter-attacking style, and he's more clinical than Anthony Martial. Love the free ins and free outs video, says Shivesh. Yes, if you've not seen it, go and check out after we've finished here, of course, the 3 ins and 3 out video. Now, in this time of worldwide madness, the pandemic's hitting everybody, we don't know what's going on. In this time, it's good to have some positive stories. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been speaking about how the NHS and people like that are the real heroes and not footballers now. I hate when people say, soldiers and nurses deserve footballers' wages, because whilst, they do great jobs, nurses particularly do amazing jobs, and they do these things, it's not realistic, is it? Come on. These footballers work for multi-billion-dollar industries, companies, and they make all sorts of money. So, thinking that doesn't make sense. But they deserve, obviously, praise. They deserve, all the praise they're getting at the moment. And it was good to hear Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come out and say something like that. He doesn't have to come out and say it. But then again, of course, it is good PR for him. But it was just good to hear that coming from the manager of the club. So yeah, that's good. Riff's in the house, says Minnie. Where's Riff at? Oh yeah, there he is. You'd want Soumare over Partey, says GGR. What do you guys think about that? Boubakary Soumare. Do you want Thomas Partey? Boubakary Soumare. It almost rhymes. Wilfred Ndidi is another one that's been talked about, hasn't it? What do you guys think? Let us know in them comments below right now on Adam McCullough TV. Keep it locked. Make sure you're liking the video as well. We got plenty in here, and we've only got 31. Come on, make sure you're banging that. And also, if you haven't known by now, you can join Adam McCullough TV. The link's in the description below, or next to subscribe there's a join button, and if you click that you can join, support the channel, get extra content, get extra stuff out of the channel as well. And yeah, but if not, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. I'd be more than happy if we would only get Sancho and Jack, says AJ. How you doing, Kapil? Adam says rather have Ndidi for CDM. Harry Kane, Sancho, Grealish, Saul would be a dream window, says Michael. It would be a dream, but I think that's all it is. Dara says Partey greater than every other DM at this moment in time. Had of a Partey, a lot of Champions League experience, says GGR. Just shows how massive we are as a club, constantly linked with fucking everyone, says P Savage. And what about Diaby instead of Ndidi? Which Diaby? Partey or Ndidi, whichever I'm fine with. Both would be great for the CDM position and have years left in the tank, says Riff. And I don't think we're going to sign a defensive midfielder. I think Matthijs is coming into form and potentially earning himself a new contract is something that's possibly going to be a bad thing for United in the long run. In that, look, Matthijs has proven me wrong. I think Matthijs has definitely proved me wrong. And he probably earned his new deal. But ultimately, a while ago, he was finished. A few months ago, he was finished. And I don't think he's got much miles left under his clock. Now, we're not going to sign a defensive midfielder if we keep Nemanja Matic, because we've got so many midfielders. McTominay, Fred, Matic. You've got Pogba, Bruno. You got Dylan Levitt and James Garner coming through. We've got all these players. You're not going to sign a big money central defensive midfielder unless one of them goes. And I just think Matic earning this deal has caused us an issue, because we should be really looking to move him on and replace him, because in the long run that's what we need to do. Now some might say we're rushing it and he's experienced and stuff like that, and I can see that if we didn't have McTominay or Fred in the squad, but we have, and they're not experienced as him. But I just ultimately think the team would be better if we improved upon our central defensive midfielder. Our best one is Matic, so we need to improve on that. So yeah, fair play to him for earning his deal and coming back to form and proving us wrong, but I just think that's caused us an issue in the long run. Michael says he's a fan of McTominay. Don't you think if we sign Sancho for around 100 million we won't be signing other players, as Faras? And that was a big point in my weekly United, which I'm going to discuss later on today. I've got a warning for Man United fans. I'm going to discuss that a little bit later on today, so we'll save that for the weekly United. But I do tend to agree with you that we're not going to be doing much business in this transfer window. Sancho is coming. I think we need 2 attacking midfielders if Pogba leaves, says Ram. 2 more, or 1 in addition to Bruno. Sandro Tonali, says Michael Byrne. Let's say we get Sancho. Who else would we go for? Adam, if not a DM, says Shivash. I think we'd then go to firm up Odion Igalo's position, sign him on a permanent basis. I think that would happen. And I think we'd potentially look at You know, maybe someone like Grealish or something like that, or a defender. If Smalling, Jones, and Rojo leave, I can't see us doing much more than that. Genuine. It shouldn't be this or that still. We need to sign Grealish and Sancho, even if Pogba stays, so we can win cups too, like City, says Ipe Amaga. And it's true. We all talk about... It's why a lot of fans frustrated me when we brought in... Bruno Fernandes. He played well. He's been playing well as well. And after a bit, it was just... Everyone was saying, oh, fuck Pogba now. We don't need him. And I'm thinking, hold on. Do you think when Bernardo Silva has a good game, everyone's like, oh, we don't need De Bruyne anymore at City? No, you need as many good players as possible. You need to be stacking your team full of talent. Now, of course, you're not going to have 4 players in every position that's highly talented. But you can play Bruno and Pogba together. You can still bring in further squad depth and further depth into the team. Obviously, the big thing for United is transfer budget and spending. But I found it mad when some people went that way. Need Grealish for squad depth, says GR. Pogba isn't performing good. What? Whenever he plays, he's our best player. Let's be real. Look at his stats last season. They were fucking ridiculous. Midfield is sorted after we solved this Pogba situation. Need a right winger, backup striker, and a sure replacement. Strengthen when you're strong, says Pete Savage. It's always a good thing, isn't it? Haaland's agent is his dad, not Raiola, says Amar. That's a good point, to be fair. But Raiola is in there somewhere. He's like an advisor or something like that helps negotiate deals. So he will be receiving a percentage of that deal. When's Premier League football going to return, man? What's going on with that at the moment? Missing Premier League football. So now we've got an article on the Daily and Sunday Express that says Manchester United agree on a £70 million fee. So who is this for? Who is this for, really? You fucking idiots. Alright, here's the story, guys. Ready for this? Are you ready for another meltdown from me? Because it's going to happen. I think this is the day that lockdown takes its toll. Sal Niguez's valuation. Manchester United. So we remember the report, yeah? £132 million release clause. Ed Woodward was confident of signing Sal Niguez, and he was going to pay £130 million for him. Do you remember that report earlier on in the week? Well, here's the latest. Manchester United are not prepared to pay Sal Niguez his £132 million release clause, according to Spanish newspaper AS. No fucking shit, Sherlock. When were we going to spend £135 million on this dude? Never. Whoever believed it was a clown. They will, however... He's funny as fuck. They will, however, consider submitting an offer in the region of £70 million for the Atletico Madrid midfielder. Are you hearing me? £132 million release clause. 3 years into a 9-year deal or something ridiculous like that. And we're going to offer £70 million, which is about half of his release clause. Have a day off. You're not getting him for that. It goes on to say the Red Devils have identified the 19-cap Spain international to replace Paul Pogba, who has been frequently linked with Real Madrid and Juventus. Again, Real Madrid and Juventus are probably not going to be in a position to financially afford Paul Pogba. Simple as that. AS suggests that United's chiefs believe Saul's £132 million release clause is disproportionate. Fuck's sake, do you really? But do think that the 25-year-old midfielder is at the ideal age and would fit perfectly into Premier League football. That is, yeah, an article that initially said Manchester United agree on a £70 million transfer fee. The clickbaiting bastards. The clickbaiting bastards. Do you see what they did there? Manchester United agree on a £70 million transfer fee. So the title of the article on News Now, that's what it showed us, yeah? So immediately think, United have agreed a fee for someone. In your head, The club have accepted £70 million. The player now is ready for that transfer to Manchester United. Alright, so we've got that. Click on it. United don't want to pay his release clause. They will pay 70 million. Nowhere in that does it say that they've agreed a fee. They've probably had an agreement between them, Ed Woodward and Ali. Oh, 70 million for Saul Niguez. Oh yeah, I'll pay that. Yeah, me too. That was the agreement, which didn't actually happen because they fabricated that bollocks too. Got to be fucking shitting me. You've got to be shitting me. Now, Saul Niguez is a fantastic player, but he's not going to be a Manchester United player in 2020. It's just not happening. Is that what year it is? Yeah. It's just not happening. Not happening at all. I cannot see that one coming through. Report reveals. Alright, here's a new one. Let's have a look at this. Report reveals Woodward and Kane transfer stance. Alright. Alright, fuck off. Ads everywhere. Alright. Here's the article on Ed Woodward and Harry Kane on Football 365. United understand that their chances of signing Harry Kane are slim. Oh. You know what? I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to stop there because why even go further into that article? Shall I do it? Do you want to see me mount down reading that article? Let me know in the comments below and I'll do it if you want. Ram says, Adam, do you take Maddison or Grealish? I'd take either of them at Manchester United. But if I had to pick one, I'd pick Jack Grealish. I believe he would be the better signing, in my opinion. Might not be, but yeah. Any more comments for me? Saul is Herrera times 1000 evolved, says GR. Our new DM is Matthijs, says Saul is the new Gaetan, says Tib, and Riff says it's just paper talk. I agree. No, nobody wants to see me read that. AJ does actually. It'd probably be hilarious. Don't do it to yourself. Get to the MEN articles, those always crack me up, says Minnie. Bloody hell. They don't do this on Sky Sports News, do they? Imagine them just filling fuck out of Jim White every minute. He come out of a fucking bullshit story. That'd be fun. Let's see another thing. Why is Gary Neville talking about Newcastle in the Man United section? There's more articles about Erling Haaland. Club consider returning for Liverpool player. This is coming up as a Man United article. Loaning Chris Smalling from Man United. AS Roma strengthen their squad. Okay, so because they can't get Smalling, they're going to get Dejan Lovren. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Man United market operators exploring Edinson Cavani transfer. But there's a problem. Yeah, the problem is it's not fucking happening. Oh shit. Shit. These ads are fucking awful. What is happening to this website? Oh my god, I'm cancelling it before it overloads my computer and the fucking stream crashes. How dare they? How dare they? Let me get up the names of the recent new members so I can thank them guys. Of course, I can't be rude, can I? Need to thank the newbies on here. Remember, you can join Adam McCullough TV for exclusive content once monthly. Exclusive video content. You get stuff like emojis and chats and all that stuff for the chat rooms on here. We're going to set up a Discord as well when we hit a certain amount on the membership. I've also revealed who my interview is with tomorrow, and you can obviously get a chance to ask that person who used to play for Manchester United a question. So if you want to do that, you can click the join button like Steve Duncan did, Mikey Cummins did, and Caddy Mo did, and become a member of Adam McCullough TV. If you don't want to do that, you will still get the interview. Of course, you just won't get your question answered, But you will still get the interview on Adam McCullough TV by hitting subscribe. But join just gives you extra stuff on the channel and allows you to support the channel as well, because obviously we want to boost things here. You've seen daily content coming on Adam McCullough TV. We've had 500,000 views on the channel in the last 28 days, which has been pretty good for this channel. Over 100k in the last week. Considering I haven't focused on this channel in a long time, I really do appreciate your guys' support coming through and helping us out on here and helping us grow the channel. So yeah, click join if you want to, like those guys, and thank you very much to those guys as well who did join. And Jeremy Vea is another one who's in the comments, and he's saying I think it all depends on one player and his wage. If he stays, whoa, where's that gone? If he stays, I don't think we're going to buy any player, and with the virus situation I can see this getting worse. Hope I'm wrong. Anyway, Martin P says Lovren is world class with a laugh. Everyone is scratching for scraps in the papers that are a load of lies, says Glenn. Ideal starting 11 next season, says Cyber J. Let's go. David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailey, Brandon Williams, McTominay or Fred. We're not going to sign a DM, let's be realistic. McTominay or Fred. Then Bruno, Pogba, Jadon Sancho, Rashford and Marshall. 4-3-3 formation. That will be nice. Ruben Diaz is a quality player, Leo. Quality player. If the league is void, then who gives a fuck? The Scouts don't win, and that's worth it in my opinion, says John. Lovely little bit of bitterness in the comments. I love that stuff. We don't want them to win the league anyway, do we? It's like God answered all our prayers, but we were like, be careful what you wish for, because now we've got no football ourselves, which is annoying, really annoying. Yes, Glenn, you legend. There's no rush, brother. We're going to be here all time for you, and we're here every single day anyway. Ajay Yadav has just joined AMTV, so thank you very much, Ajay, or AJ, and thank you very much for joining Adam McCullough TV. Get your question in for our special guest tomorrow. Don't forget to go and do that. If you go over to the community section, you'll see the posts that are just for you, for the members, and you'll be able to get your question in, and I'll try and ask as many as possible during the interview tomorrow. So it's going to be an interview with the questions at the end. So yeah, check that out. Williams over Shaw, boom, you heard it here live at Adam McCullough TV, says Minnie. And Ajay, hi mate, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in the comments, and thanks for joining Adam McCullough TV. Yeah, Williams over Shaw. Williams over Shaw for me. Look, I think Luke Shaw's really come good of late, but it's much like the situation with Nemanja Matic, where yes, he's done well. Yes, the competition's helped. He's really pushed him on and made him better. But is this the permanent? I don't think this is the new Luke Shaw. Do you know? I think it's going to be much of the same. So I believe play Brandon Williams, use Luke Shaw as a backup, or a rotation, whatever, but not permanently first choice Luke Shaw in my opinion, unless he really does nail on and knuckle down and keep performing to this high level. I thought the left centre back role really suited him because of the fact that he didn't have to push forward too much. He didn't have to go on all the time, and he did well from that position. Credit to Ollie, says P Savage. All aboard the bandwagon. Is it going to be live? The interview's not going to be live, just so I get the best version of the interview out to you. Thanks, bro. I love your content. Nice one, Ajay. I appreciate you, bro. Love you too, man. Haaland is only good at scoring goals, says Finn. It's a good thing to only be good at, isn't it? It's a real good thing to only be good at. Sancho for sure. I can't read that name. Whoa, what font is that? I can't read that. Sorry, mate. Williams is still a youth player, says Michael. That's true. Total respect to Ollie. He's doing a really good job. We're just over 1 year since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer became permanent manager of Manchester United. And to celebrate a year of Ole, earlier on in this week, or was it last week? I forgot track of the weeks. But I did a video, 2 videos. One called 10 Things Ole Must Fix, and the other called 10 Things Ole Has Fixed. So you can go and check that out as well. I also did a fantasy league draft with Steve and Joe Smith from Stretford Paddock. Yesterday I did 3 in 3 out with Joe Smith from Stretford Paddock. Wednesday is going to be Master Debaters time. That's what's happening on Wednesdays. I've got a new plan for everyone. So do you want to hear the new plan on Adam McCullough TV for the foreseeable future until games kick back into effect? So this is what we've got planned for you. Mondays is obvious. Now every day, we've got United Daily Live. So every single day we'll go live once or twice. At 12 o'clock we're definitely going to be live, and then we may go live in the evening at 10 or 11 o'clock if there's news to go around. If there's not, then we'll be live at 12 o'clock UK time in the morning, in the afternoon. But this is the plan for Adam McCullough TV. Mondays we've got the Gazette. Tuesdays we've got Rumerator. Wednesday we got Master Debaters, so it'll be things like 3 in 3 out and the 5-a-side draft and all that kind of thing, and a little debate going on. I'll try and get different guests in every single time for that. Then we've got the Weekly United on Thursdays. That's what's coming up later on today, the Weekly United. Then we've got Straight Up MUFC on Fridays, myself and D answering some of your questions and looking at the latest stories around Manchester United. Saturdays is going to be streaming Saturdays, and I've also set up, do you remember when you guys suggested that I make videos with FG, FUT Foot FG, the FIFA player? Well, that's happening. We're going to do a best out of 3 United against City. He's obviously a City fan, so we're going to be doing that with Faraz very, very soon. So that'll be good as well, but that's obviously not going to be daily content. That's going to be something extra. So streaming Saturdays is going to happen. I'm setting that up so we can start the career mode and stuff. We'll get that cracking on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, and then Sunday I want to do a new series. Now I need to, there's no one censored this week, I don't think, because there's no one at FTD to sort it out for us at the moment, but someone's going to sort it soon, so we'll be back in action there. But speaking about Steve, I've got an idea for a show that I want to do with him every Sunday on this channel. So I need to speak to him and see if we can get that sorted out. But that is penciled in for every Sunday. That's not confirmed just yet. But Monday's Gazette, Tuesday Rumerator, Wednesday Master Debaters, Thursday Weekly United, Friday Straight Up MUFC, Saturday we'll be streaming, Sunday will be the potential new thing that I'll do. And every single day, as well as that content, we will have United Daily, and we'll be reacting to any other news that comes along, and I'll be making other videos, like if Jason McAteer pisses me off again, if Graham Souness pisses me off again, I'll do a video on that. So there's videos coming every single day. You're looking at least 14, 15, 16 videos a week. Fucking hell. That's pretty cool. And if you're a premium member, you get even more content on top of that as well. And remember, you can click join and join, like we have had a newbie join today in Ajay Yadav. So yeah, that's what's going on. How about a live call-in show, Adam? Now, at the moment, my technical abilities are very, very shit. So I'm learning stuff. Like I learned something off a 10-year-old kid the other day on YouTube. Like he showed me how to do something with Streamlabs and stuff. So I'm literally learning every day. I've only just figured out how to stick this scrolling writing under my head on OBS and all that kind of stuff. So I'm learning every day. The thing is, at Full Time Devils, when I had Chris there, I had everything done for me. Obviously, since Chris has left, we've had Nick doing stuff for us, and like it's just been difficult. Like when I have to do things and I don't know what I'm doing, I have to go and learn how to do them. So with the Skype thing and having a fan phone in, I don't know how that would work. So let me research it. Once I research it, figure out how to do it, then bang, we'll be at it, and I'll get that going on this channel for you. Just as soon as McCullough needs it, says Shivank. Shives, nice one, bro. Thoughts on Ronaldo's return to United, says Fanny Say. I don't think that one's going to happen. Jimmy says we need to try and get rid of Raiola. That means not buying any of the players that he represents and getting rid of the ones that he does. Cyber J says Master Debaters, that needs a name change. I don't think it does. You and Stephen are the best. I love all your content together, mate. Keep going, says Jeremy. Love, pal. Appreciate that. We got your back, says Minnie. Appreciate you as well. Fair play, Glenn. You've been here for most of the content, and I really do appreciate that as well. Adam, why does FTD not do the fan Skype show? You guys, you used to do that show. It was lit, says Shivang. I've tried to make it happen, but there's only so much I can do, and it's difficult. Do you know what I mean? I'll be honest. I miss producer Chris. He worked like a donkey, and he really did put things into place for us. Cheers, Martin. Please stay positive. Everyone is saying he says he loves the content as well. Appreciate that, Martin. And we are trying to stay positive and trying to stay sane here on Adam McCullough TV. I'm looking forward to doing the Weekly United today. I've got lots to chat about as well. If you want any other topics now, it's going to be very, very short notice. But, oh yeah, there'll be this weekend, Saturday, will be the Brighton and Hove Albion Manchester United FIFA Decides. How could I forget that? How could I forget that? Discord calling. There's call-ins on Discord as well. There's going to be a Discord on my premium Adam McCullough TV bit, which I'm going to sort out. So if we can do calls on there, I'll figure out how to do it, and we're going to get it going. But yeah, guys, we're nearly done now. Unless you've got any last-minute questions for us here on Adam McCullough TV. If you've got any last-minute questions, comments, super chats, if you want to join quickly, if you want to do anything, keep it locked. Do that right now. We've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. I'll keep it going for 40 minutes. So we've got 3 minutes to go. Let me know your thoughts. We've got 55 likes, guys. We can do better than that. Come on. I want every video to be hitting at least 500 likes. Now, there's only 168 people on here. There'll be thousands that watch it later on. If you hit that like button right now, you help us hit that target easier and quicker. So go and do that right now. Oliver, I'm putting it on my list to research Discord call-ins to get more interactive with the subscribers then. Let me put that down. That's down. Looking forward to the mystery interview tomorrow. P, you know who it is. What you on about? But of course, don't comment it in here. It's a secret. Just in case it bails on me. You know what I mean? I don't want to speak too soon. The dude bails on me, doesn't answer the Skype call, and then I'm looking stupid. Do you know what I mean? So I'm keeping it cards close to my chest. I'll let the people know on the community, on the member community. But yeah, should we get Poch? Says Adye. Everyone knows how much of a big Pochettino fan I am. Now, if the season was to carry on in the trajectory we're going, and we were to finish 4th or 5th and get a title, like a trophy or Champions League football or something, I wouldn't have been in favour of sacking a manager. It doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's done enough to deserve another crack at it, enough to deserve another transfer window. Now, anything could have happened with the remainder of the season, positive or negative, and you could have been looking at it in the end of the campaign a little bit differently, but that's not the case. And I think where we stand at the moment, Ole deserves more time. Now, for me, as someone that wanted Pochettino as our manager when Jose Mourinho left, I wanted Pochettino, but I have to be fair and I have to be realistic and I have to be honest in my appraisal and say that, well, Ole doesn't deserve to be sacked and he deserves to keep his job. And not just, oh, he don't deserve to be sacked. Actually, I want to see what happens with this. He's building something interesting. He's building something that I want to see where it goes. Do you know what I mean? And I'm doing another video as well on United's future 11 and what that could possibly look like in 5 years' time. And we've got a talent in abundance. We've got a potential in abundance at Manchester United at the minute. And it's an exciting time. Whether the manager's the one to build on these foundations that he's set in, I don't know. But let's see where this goes. I want to see what happens. Spliff Politics says, I love Haaland as a footballer, but the fact he's a client of that cretin Raiola makes me want to steer clear. A lot of people sharing that opinion. Cheers, Robert. So that's my opinion on Poch. House on H Poch, says Dara. Golden to United's funny. I don't think that one's going to happen, bro. What's this if you're a female? Sounds good, but it could be worth having an open one for people who can't. The Discord phone-in. The phone-in content will also always be open to everyone. The main content on here will always be open. It'll just be the Discord forum, which is for them. But the phone-in will be open to everybody. Of course, mate. Because you guys still support the channel regardless, you know what I mean? Realistic expectations if Grealish and Sancho comes in and Pogba stays. Win the fucking lot, mate. My realistic expectation if that happened would be comfortable top 4. Let's wait and see if we can challenge for the league. Do you know what I mean? Let's not get excited and carried away and say, oh, we're going to win everything. But we should be expecting Champions League football is a must. Like, if you don't get top 4, you get a goal. But it'd be silly to say, boom. Oh man, I've just missed loads of questions by scrolling down. Adam, what would you prefer? The Premiership to carry on and probably interfere with next season, or it end now and not Liverpool not with the league? Well, when you put it like that, Jimmy. P says Ollie is building something. We can see the beginnings of it. Matt Court, I've answered that one. Adam, by a humble gentleman, keep up the good work. Thank you for keeping it real. Stoic PB Mala, absolute legend in the comments. The Blur says still taking Poch. The guy just got replaced with Mourinho. Who will replace him when he fails? I never said. You heard what I said. Isn't Bielsa Poch's Yoda? Says Tom. Steer clear. Says well, hello there. Hendo or De Gea for next season. De Gea, mate. I don't think we should rush this Dean Henderson thing. So much content here on Adam McCullough TV, and I can't get any uni work done. I need blocking because I clearly lack self-discipline. Keep up the good work, Adam, says Erica. If I blocked you, you'd still be able to watch. You just wouldn't be able to comment, so I'm not going to block you. There's nothing wrong with procrastinating. What's happening with your uni work? Are you still getting grades and stuff? Are exams cancelled? What's happening with there, guys? Because I know a lot of people will have had exams at school or things like that. So what do you guys think in relation to that? Who's Zakaria? Sorry, have I missed something? De Ligt or Maguire? Maguire. Yes, Mikhail the Groot. Mikhail the Great, more like, says subscribe to Adam McCullough TV if you miss football. Medjbree's a good talent, Finn. We just need to be patient with him, don't we? We need to be very, very patient with him. McTominay for the Gallon d'Or 2025. Swap deal with Marshall and Werner. Aditya, you're going to hold a block in a minute, you know. Manny's A-levels are cancelled. Is that Manny says? Manny plays? Change your name. I'm a teacher and exams are still going on here, says P Savage. Interesting. What level do you teach at? Void the season. Health is more important, says Michael. Oh, that fella from Mönchengladbach. Now that rings some bells. I haven't seen enough of him. I've heard good things about him, but I definitely haven't seen enough of him. So I'm not going to come on here like some might do and pretend that, you know, is amazing or I know best, because I don't. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in to Adam McCullough TV. I went over a little bit too much in the end, but this is what you guys have me doing, keeping me sane, but rambling on constantly. Later on today, we've got the Weekly United coming up. We may have United Daily in the evening as well. I think when the transfer window opens, United Daily will be twice daily. But for now, it's going to be definitely 12 BST, 12 UK time, and potentially 10, 11 o'clock as well, if there's enough news floating about. Because what I see at the moment is I tend to report on the stories like 12 hours after everyone else. Just in the interest of keeping that time slot there so you know when to come to the show and when to come to the channel. But in order to react to the stories first and keep to a schedule, I'll maybe do 2 streams some days. So yeah, keep it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Join as well. I've been Adam McCall.